Hey everyone, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today we're going to talk about some advanced media buying tips. So let's get stuck into it. So tip number one is to break your targeting and your campaigns, or even ad groups or ad sets, wherever you are, down into age brackets. So let's have a look at Facebook ads, for example. Okay, the way I'd be doing it if I was running ads for your campaign is to be able to have one campaign per age bracket. All right, so let's say you're going after a mortgage client and leads in the mortgage space, and you know that the majority of your leads come from probably not from 25 or below, but you want to be going for the 25 to 34, 35 to 44, 44 to 55, and maybe you just want to kind of forget about the 55 pluses because it's harder for them to get mortgaged because they're a bit older, etc., etc. So I'd be doing one campaign per age bracket. Okay, and that allows you to be able to see what's working and what isn't working to different ages, obviously. Okay, because what might appeal to someone that's 25 to 34, and the way that you're talking, and you might want to talk about kids and family in your creative, is very different to what might work for the 45 to 54 bracket. So it's very powerful to be able to do this because it allows you to write more ads and more creatives and more hooks, which is what it's all about with media buying. The creative is king, the hook is king. Okay, I've been speaking about this for many years, and it's my answer to most things in media buying. Coming up with that great hook and that great creative makes all the difference. And the reason I rejigged my memory then just about what we've been teaching for many years, and it's the breaking down the age bracket, is one of my students. This guy's helped us out a lot inside our community and is a real pillar for helping people. Has just hit, I believe, 150K a month in profit from running ads in, I think, one or two verticals. And this is exactly what he does. He's writing a lot of ads, but he's able to tailor the ads to the different age brackets. And I think he's doing this in YouTube rather than Facebook. But this is how you win with advanced media buying. Okay, tip number two for advanced media buyers. Because a lot of you that are listening to this video and who are generating good traffic and good volume have probably already got some creatives that are working. Okay, so what I would recommend doing is restructuring your campaign to the age brackets, and then taking your very best creative and putting that into each of the different age brackets. Let's say it's mortgage, you've got 4 campaigns, you've got 4 age brackets, it's big, broad targeting, and you put the same ad into each of the 4 age brackets, which I explained before. And then what you can do is make variations of this best ad. Okay, so if you've got an image that's working really well, then find 5 images that are going to work better, that you think are going to work better than the image that's already working well. Do the same thing for the headline behind the image, below the image. It could be that if you can spend time and just work just on that and come up with 5 very good headlines. And then we call it the copy in between, at the top of the ad, the first 3 lines that people click, and then it opens up below that, and then it continues on with the ad copy. So you want to create, 15. That's 5 different images, 5 different headlines, and 5 different bits of copy. Combine them all together. There's lots of different ways you can do that. Obviously, I'm not going to get into how many ads that creates, but it's a lot. And then you can start trying to beat the ad that's been working inside your account previously, all right? Because remember, a lot of you will have been running ads before. You'll have something that's winning. And I had a call with one of my students last night, actually, and this is exactly what we've done with him. We've had his best copy, and we've just kind of mixed it up and found some better images, some better copy, and some better headlines. And it's already halved his cost per lead combined with the age bracket structure. Okay, so it's a really fast way. With those 2 tips, you can get this done in less than a couple of hours. That's going to really give you a chance of reducing your cost per lead quickly. Okay, with that in mind, you want to start thinking about what happens when there's this ad and this angle and this hook that is working starts fatiguing, which it inevitably will. So you want to start at this point in time creating a lot more ads and creatives and hooks for the different age brackets as well. And the way that I kind of segment things out is, obviously by age, which we've done in the targeting. Okay, and by age it means you can use different language, different imagery, different copy that speaks to the different age brackets. Okay, so you've got a hook that's working, tailor that hook to the different age brackets, all right, and change it slightly, change the language. I'm sure you can follow what I'm talking about here. The next thing you want to do is think about the behaviors that these people have when creating your hooks. It could be that, if you're looking at mortgages, the 45 to 54 people are doing it because they want to pay off their mortgage faster, okay, which means they might be looking for a higher loan to value mortgage or whatever that is. All right, as opposed to the 25 to 34-year-old people that are maybe a little bit more gung-ho and maybe want to release money from their property and invest and buy some buy-to-let property or whatever that is. Or it could be that the younger people, they might be more interested in startup banks, or it could be that they're using certain types of credit cards, or it could be that they're investing in cryptocurrency as opposed to the older generation. So you could talk about crypto inside your ads and property to go hand in hand. I mean, that's just an example, but it's probably something that's going to relate much better to the younger audience than the older audience. You see what I'm saying? So the behaviors, what people are doing in those age brackets, is going to kind of give you an idea of what to talk about when you're creating your hooks and angles. Okay, so you've got age brackets, you've got behaviors, whether they're investing in cryptocurrency. And the last kind of characteristic you can tap into to be able to get new angles and hooks into your advertising account is, I guess, the type of people that they are, okay, and what characteristics they have. We've talked about age brackets, but it could be that some of them are retired, some of them are unemployed, others are furloughed at the moment because of the pandemic. Others are in full-time employment. Others are business owners. Others, they're paying, corporation tax or VAT, or they're high taxpayer type people. All of these ideas, perhaps I'm not being the clearest with the way I'm explaining it, but sometimes it's best just to throw a lot of mud against the wall and spitball and see what sticks. And that's what you need to do when coming up with new angles and hooks into the market, because that's the only thing that's going to continually reduce your cost per lead and increase your volumes if you're able to, really push and be creative with the way that you write your ads. You need to have a lot of ads in your back pocket to be able to do this. So the next tip I want to give you is, now you've got your creatives and hooks sorted. You've got a lot of ads in your back pocket. You've got your age bracket sorted, and you've hit go. Your new ads are kind of running. They're getting cheaper cost per leads, and things are starting to burn out. So what you want to start doing then is introducing these ads in kind of, I guess, batches of 5 into each of the ad brackets. Age brackets, and then culling quickly. All right, you want to have 2 or 3 ads running at one time, and you want to be culling quickly to ensure that the winners are just getting all of the traffic. Okay, and once they start getting out of KPI, you introduce the next 5 in, you introduce the next 5 in. It's a continual process. Okay. And that's what it takes if you're an advanced media buyer, to be able to continually scale and generate these, 1,000 leads a day type thing that we hear of. It's like kind of like day trading, which was a nice analogy that I heard recently. So the last tip I want to give for advanced media buyers is obviously to work on the landing page. All right, so you've done a great job with your age segmentation. You've come up with new hooks, angles based on behaviors, the type of people they are, what they're seeing and hearing, all of that type of stuff, and you've got loads of creatives in your back pocket ready to go. Your cost per lead's coming down, your volume's going up, you're happy as Larry, but now you want to start working on the landing page, which is the final piece of the puzzle. And I've just recently done a whole video on this, which I'm sure we'll link to in the below comments, but I just want to give you one tip on the landing page today, and that is to work on one thing at one time, and the biggest lever to make that change to bring that cost per lead down is to be working on the headline. Okay, so in a lot of instances, people are making offers in the headline, which sometimes works, and you might be doing it for the time being. So if it is, then great, but you want to start testing a big change with that headline. For example, use the info product space to get some inspiration. We talk about this all the time inside out the copy that we write for my program, and that is when we touch on real pain points and what people are struggling with, rather than trying to sell our program, the performance-based, the pay per lead blueprint, or whatever it is we're selling. We're not selling that in the headline. We're talking about the things people are struggling with. So for mortgages, for example, it could be that they're frustrated that they're tied into a high interest rate, and every time they pay their mortgage payment, that's money wasted on their kids' private school education. Or it could be that they feel trapped by the banks, and they don't understand that there's a way to get out of their current fixed rate deal, or whatever that looks like. I know it's different in America as opposed to the UK and Australia, but there's lots of emotional led headlines and kind of stuff that you can tap into that is going to get people interested in reading more, because that's the sole point of the headline. It's not to kind of try and sell everything in a couple of lines. You want to get them to read the next line and then take the survey or the quiz if it's a quiz style landing page. Okay, so that's my kind of last tip on advanced media buying. Listen, if you've liked this video and you've enjoyed it and it's given you a lot of value, then please like the video, because the team and I will have a look at the number of likes the video gets, and we'll create more content like this. So I'd really appreciate it if you did that. Second thing is, if you've got any questions at all, please type in the comment section below in the video, and we'll get back to you. Either myself or my team members will get back to you. And lastly, if you want to subscribe to our channel so you get more awesome content like this, then please do, because you'll be the first to get notified, and you can watch this as soon as it comes out. Much appreciated.